is that these things, I mean, the whole videos, all of them really intertwine. And I do find it hard to sometimes separate it because it's success mindset is success mindset. And I do find it hard, like when I'm coaching on wealth mindset, it ends up going back to weight loss mindset as well because they're just the same thing, and it's just so today I just wanted to go over some of the ways as a recap in how weight loss and wealth intertwine and affect each other. So as a reminder, food used to be seen as currency before money was around, before money was invented. Food used to be seen as currency. So food is money. When we have a fear of not having enough money, one of the first thoughts that we have is a fear of not having food. Minds are very much wired for survival, and a huge part of our survival is the food that we can eat. It's not being eaten, not being killed, staying alive, which is it's all caveman. Remember, it's all caveman stuff. So staying alive and food for survival. So money is survival, so it's food, so they're interlinked and intertwined. I hope this is going to make sense here. Their scarcity. So if you grow up, as I mentioned, if you grow up at a house where it's like you need to eat all your food because there's people starving in the world, that gives you a scarcity mindset. Oh, some people don't have money. That means that money might run out. Intertwined. You eat all your food, you learn to overeat, you learn to spend all your money, you don't have savings. It's all interlinked and intertwined. Okay, so scarcity mindset, feast and famine, earning lots of money, spending it all, earning it, spend it all, or repelling it, going through this feast and famine stage. So it's a state that comes from feast and famine with food. This could go deep generational stuff, but this is how they intertwine. So feast and famine, scarcity is the same with food mindset, the same with money. Money used to be food. So if you see food is energy, money is energy, everything is energy. Money gets us food, food is survival. They're all the same. You can kind of almost see food and money as exactly the same thing. There's our sabotages will be the same. Our resistance to change, food, our resistance to make changes, resistance to change, it all comes back. So a lot of your money blocks and money mindset stuff will come back to your survival instincts, which is linked with food. Like a moment. So think of it as a lot of things come back to caveman days. So surviving, reverting back to what's normal. Normal is safer as a caveman. Survival, food, money, safety. All human beings want to feel loved, belonging, and safe. So remember that all human beings want to feel belonging, loved, and safe. And that's both the same that affects our money blocks, and those things will affect our weight loss blocks as well. So whenever our subconscious is triggered, it can be triggering one of those things: belonging, feeling good enough, feeling safe. Okay. And the same with your money. So lovable and good enough is kind of the same thing. So feeling good enough, feeling belonging, feeling safe will be your money blocks will always link back to one of those three things. And so will your weight loss blocks or limitations and sabotages and subconscious things. So just remember those for now. Today I just want to keep it short on the intertwinings of them both. The belief that we can't have it all, the belief, if we believe that we can't have love, success, look good, we will always sabotage one. So you might start picking fights with your relationship when the other two are going well. So it's working on the belief that we do deserve to have them all, and we can have them all, but really believe in it. Because if you don't really believe it, when you're each time your success starts going to a new level, you're going to stop exercising, procrastinating exercise, skipping lunch, not eating. Trust me, you will. Even I do that. So it's like working on the belief that we can have it all, so that we don't sabotage one or the other, especially for women, because we have this thing of, we grew up in a world where men were the leaders of the household, and women weren't really meant to work, or wasn't meant to have important jobs, or wasn't meant to be the provider, the breadwinner, be as successful. So it really triggers that, like when we want that and we're having that and we're achieving that, we can then sabotage other things, because it's like, we're not meant to have this. This isn't meant to be available to us. Sorry, this isn't. I hope you can still see me. My screen's popping all over the place. So when we start to work and have that success, we can then start to sabotage ourselves, our body, our healthcare, our self-care, or our relationships. So it's really working on the fact that we can have them all. They're very interlinked, like looking good, taking good care of yourself. Like entrepreneurial women want to work for themselves so they can have more time off and be chillpreneurs and not work as much, have more time for stuff for themselves, and then feel guilty when they're exercising. We feel guilty for exercise. It's like, what the F? We're not meant to, like, we're meant to be exercising, we're meant to be taking care of ourselves, we're meant to be having time for a walk, for the gym, for feeling abundant. Like, we have all this money and all this success, but we're sabotaging the things that make us feel abundant and successful, like time out to go to the gym whenever we want, you know? So they really interlinked, purely for that fact of not believing that we can have it all and have it both, because then you'll sabotage one over the other. The other one I just wanted to quickly go over with this is how taking good care of yourself can help your success. So your productivity, your energy, how good you sleep, the food that you give your body, the fuel that you have, how energetically you feel, like your gut will affect your mind, your mood, it affects your neurotransmitters, your gut health will affect whether you feel secure or driven, your dopamine, serotonin, they're the things that make you feel secure and driven and action taking. So if you haven't got good nutrition, you won't have good gut health, you'll have lower serotonin, lower dopamine, you'll reach for food for comfort, but you won't feel as driven. By eating healthy and healing your gut, one of the first things you'll notice is your mind improve, your focus, your memory, your productivity, foggy headedness goes, you're more on it. You don't need as much time to work because you're like boom, 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 boom. You're really productive with your work. You'll have more motivation, more drive. You'll feel better, you'll look better, your visibility, your skin, hair, nails, just, you know, just looking better and appearing better, self-esteem and confidence. So our appearance, how we take care of ourselves, our nutrition, lifestyle, exercise, everything will affect our income. It can affect, you'll still be really successful no matter what you look like, but you might not feel as abundant, you might not be as healthy, you might not as enjoy it, you might be limiting yourself. You'll never know truly how successful you can really be unless you are being your best. I've seen athletes, amazing, like they've even won gold medals and they're not taking good care of their nutrition, but they'll never know how good they could have really been had they have taken good care of their nutrition. So whatever you're trying to succeed in, your performance in all areas of your life will be affected by your nutrition and your health, how you look, how you feel, and how you take care of yourself. That is it for today. That's just some ways in how weight loss and wealth are intertwined and interconnected. And of course, I have mentioned 100 times how acts of self-love unlock the flow of abundance from the universe, and how we need to feel deserving to have success in anything, but you have to treat yourself in a deserving way. That's all for today. See you on the next one.